On the upper part of Vertex BD window, there's a ribbon where the tools are grouped in tabs. You can open a tab by clicking it, or roll through the tabs by holding the cursor over the ribbon and rolling the mouse wheel. In some tools, there's an arrow which opens a menu of additional tools. Pressing button menu turns this additional menu into a floating window which you can move to different places in the application or close it. You can also add tools to Quick Access toolbar where they are available regardless of which tab you have open. Open Context-Sensitive menu on top of the tool and select Add to Quick Access toolbar. Often you need to draw, for example, lines, walls, or profiles which are horizontal or vertical. You can lock the cursor to Y direction by moving it to that direction and left-clicking when the cursor changes to an hourglass. In the same way, you can lock the cursor to X or Z direction or 45-degree angle. You can lock the cursor to X direction also by pressing U from the keyboard, to Y direction by pressing I, and to Z direction by pressing O. In the lower right corner of the window, there are the coordinates of the cursor. You can change their format by opening the Context-Sensitive menu. If the direction of the cursor isn't locked, you can set the cursor location by pressing some number from the keyboard and typing the desired coordinates with respect to a reference point or the drawing origin. If the direction of the cursor is locked, you can set distance to that direction by pressing some number and typing the distance to its field. You can reset the coordinates by setting a local origin. Place the cursor to desired place and press Q from the keyboard, which makes a new local origin to that place. In this way, you can, for example, give a distance from a point. In Vertex BD, you select something by left-clicking it. You can open the Context-Sensitive menu with a right-click. Press the mouse wheel to confirm a function. You can do the same confirmation also by pressing V from the keyboard. You can rotate the model by holding down the mouse wheel and moving the mouse. Roll the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. When you roll the mouse wheel up, the model zooms in, and when you roll the wheel down, the model zooms out. Hold down Shift key and the mouse wheel and move the mouse to pan the model. In the 2D window, you can get a preview of the 3D model by holding down Shift key and the left mouse button and moving the mouse. You can fit the model to the window by pressing Shift key and A. When you select an individual object, its color changes and the program adds grip points to it. There opens a contextual tab which contains mainly the same functions than the object's Context-Sensitive menu. When you move the cursor close to a grip point, it changes green. If you now open Context-Sensitive menu, there are functions related to the grip point.